A very good way to run this character. I don't know. Everybody tries to go for overpowering damage. I tried something a little different. I went for a speed setup. Sounds crazy, but it works very well. Alright, mod-wise. Literally. Sprint boost or a 10% speed increase. Rush, 30% sprint increase. Now, and armored agility. 15% sprint increase. 45% armor. As for her powers, like I was about to say. Her third power, Warding Halo, right? You see how my damage absorption is 2000, say. The damage absorption is affected by your armor, your character's armor. So if I was to say, take armored agility and steel fiber off, go back, look at the armor, damage absorption is dropped. This is the only ability I've seen so far that is affected by something outside of power modifications. That's just me. Haven't played Warframe that long. Compared to what most people say, I found a good way to run a Warframe. She works very fucking well with speed. Wrong mod. Streamline for power efficiency due to the first power, Firewalker, which is actually why I set it up as a speed ability, as a speed frame. Flow increase the power pool, intensity for damage, vitality, because this character actually starts with a decent armor pool. So I think, throw some health on there. Still threw the wrong mod on there. There we go. With a decent armor pool. Duration for the ability Firewalker, right? Duration affects how long that trail of fire behind you is going to be. So, how likely an enemy is to run into that said trail of fire. Divine Spears, personally, I don't go out of my way to use that power. That's a, one too many enemies, drop Divine Spears. But it's usually I'm running so fast, when I hit an enemy, I don't stop. I tend to go over them. Hurling, I'm saying the wrong thing. Blazing Chakram. For some reason, something else wants to come out of my mouth. I don't, neither one of these powers I use often. Teleportation. Say if I get surrounded by some infected, I usually use Divine Spears. That's just me. But if push come to shove, I'll throw that, and hopefully it teleports somewhere I want to be. Because that ability tends to ricochet off of damn near everything. So it's really hard to use as a teleport ability. But as a long range damage, yes, okay. Nothing major, you know? But yeah, Divine Spears will be more a group. Warding Halo is an always and forever. I go through a lot of missions taking 0 damage, 0% of the damage. Literally nothing. Nobody ever touches me. But Warding Halo also has an ability I found out about recently. Not only does it, like it says, protect, stun any enemy, and damage any enemy who gets close, if your teammates are to stand within that same 2-meter range of your power, they are unable to be touched. They are taking this same OP shield as you are. Unable to be touched by traps, toxins put on the floor, grappling hooks. No type of damage can come to them. I found that out. It's actually a lot better than I found out. On top of having immense amounts of speed. I've beaten plenty of vaults in a fucking race with this character. But yeah. The Attica, only reason I have a crossbow is split chamber and thunderbolt. It's an explosive crossbow, more or less. That's why I'm running with this. Deza, still saying the wrong names.
Covered in blood.
Well, fencing sword, I'm just gonna say fuck it. This rapier, really fucking fast. So, it works for a character like this. It's one of those weapons I'll be swinging while I'm running and never slow down. Just be flying through crowds. It works for me. So it's literally just a straight speed setup, as far as I can tell. But without further ado, why run my mouth if I'm not going to show you what I'm talking about? What we got running? Fire, really good versus infected. I need some field run. Why not? We got an infested outbreak. Invasion of Corpus, aka usually extermination. You know you guys love this ship. The whole Red Sea. Alright. Build up my energy. You see how anybody who's standing next to me turns that the color same as me? Watch. I'll stand there and a teammate again. See how they turn that glowing red same as me? They get the same invincibility I do. But yeah, without further ado,
heavy infestation ahead.
Sprint speed. On top of Firewalker adding an extra 20%, at this speed I'm pretty much dodging bullets. Percentage down at the bottom right for warding Halo actually shows what percentage my shield is at.
Your target is an aberration of twisted flesh.
Huh.
Put the thing out of its misery.
Oh. Gotta love this guy. Now he's fast. I can give that to him. This ugly motherfucker right here. He's fast. So. Dead.
Nice work taking down the VIP. Now get to extraction.
Now say if Vault pops his ability, it's damn near impossible for me to control this character, I found out. Ah, wrong. But yeah, Nezha's a lot different than what people say she is. They say she sucks. I haven't found a reason, or yeah, like I said, a way to prove that. If set up right with the white weaponry, frame like this, puts in work. But I went through him one too many times. He was already dead. I'm lagging, sorry. Yeah, I'm lagging bad. But something else I also found out. Say if I was to firewalk and use this ability, my character will still be firewalking. Same I found out for Ember Prime. If you go in the world on fire and start floating around with whatever character, say, second dream power you're using,
assassination contract complete.
Still goes through.
Great work, Tenno.
Just thought I'd throw that in there for characters like them. 1% damage. That one time I jumped off the cliff, I got hit. Yeah, usually I'm doing a lot more killing and a lot less talking.
Messages in your inbox, operator. They are not as encrypted as they should be.
But yeah, Nez is actually not a very bad frame at all. More like a god mode frame. A subpar tank. Nah, I couldn't even say a subpar tank. Subpar tank would imply that this character could take damage when it can't. If it came down to taking damage, it would be bad. Very, very bad. I can truly enough say she can avoid an ass whooping. I thought about putting other abilities on, such as Transcendent Fortitude. I just took this off not too long ago. That's why it's down there, but it's like, oh well. Constitution was increasing the range on my trail, but I was trying out some new shit.
Operator?
Overextend, I didn't want to decrease the strength on my trail of fire. Nor fleeting expense, I didn't want to decrease the length of it. So I more or less bit my demons and went with the 130 for everything except range. Because then again, range doesn't affect much. Doesn't affect... Well, actually, it affects every ability on here. Only thing you need really range for was Divine Spears. Maybe if you want an enemy to be pushed back a little further, Warding Halo. Or if you want that team invincibility further from Warding Halo, the launch ability on Blazing, how far it actually goes out. Because as you've noticed, that ability, well, it just flies and comes right back. It doesn't really go anywhere. Yeah, I thought I'd just put this up because I have heard a couple people saying, "Oh, Nezha sucks, Nezha this, Nezha that," and I'm like, no, it does not. If set up correctly, if looked at correctly, this frame does not suck. That's just the way I found out this frame works. Is a speed frame. Somebody that doesn't get stopped or hit often. And I'm a Call of Duty player personally, really good at it. If you can check Call of Duty, you surely enough can stare at this frame and think, hey, this motherfucker moves like a bitch and I can control it. I have no problems. Versus some random person, slow reaction time. Maybe that isn't the way you need to build it. Maybe this isn't the frame for you. This is surely enough a DPS / God frame, more or less. I'm hoping they give her some augmentations, see what kind of augmentations they give her. Hopefully they come out with this prime frame for, I'm saying her, I'm so used to Ember, for him sooner or later. But yeah, I've had fun with him. These last 2 days I've had amazing amounts of fun with this guy. But yeah, thanks for watching YouTube. I'm out.